Hello. That was weird then. There was, like, all sorts of, bits and pieces on the screen. I don't know what to class them as. They were like little squares. Who knows? Maybe it's the aliens. Maybe it's people, come to tell me I'm an absolute wally. Hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. It's John here, on a day where I'm absolutely drained. I'm absolutely knackered. Thursday into Friday, I did, like, a 22-hour shift at work. And then got up this morning at 6 o'clock. Been on a train since 7, and I've literally just got home. It's 20 past 7 now. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know, because I'm using a different microphone to the one normal one. I've got my super duper duper ones here, but I'm using this one. Hello, 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 hello. So if you can hear me, please let me know in the comments below. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna share the stream. Ah, you are not gonna believe what I've got to tell you. You are not going to believe what I've got to tell you. Live now with chat about the Rover 75. Here we go. Let's get some people on there. If you're with me, by the way, say hello in the comments. I would love to have you with me. Oh, okay. So let's talk about the Rover 75. So, uh, I don't want to give too much away because there is a whole video coming to the channel about me collecting the car and about why I wanted the car and why I have bought the car and why I have added one to my collection. But a little while ago, I mentioned on the channel that um, when I was a kid, maybe, I don't know, 11, 12 years old, my dad used to work for Rover. He brought home a Rover 75. It was in Wedgwood blue and it was shiny. I remember all the chrome detailing down the side, and I remember it looking beautiful. And I decided that I had to have one at some point, because Rover 75, right? And I just remember that time memory of when my dad brought it home. It was a sunny summer's day. Dad brought a Rover 75 home, and I was like, wow. This is the best thing I've ever seen. It was in Wedgwood blue, and I thought it was amazing. And ever since, I've coveted one. I've had a Rover 75 before. I've had an X-Power Grey 2004 Connoisseur. It was a diesel. It was the 2 litre. It was very wafty. It was beautiful, but it was a quick flip. So this one appeared. I won't give too much away as to how it's come to me, but someone got in contact with me and said, "Hi, John. I've got the Rover of your dreams, shall we say? Do you want it?" I was like, "Yes, yes, I do." So I've got on my train today. I've been from Boston to Grantham, from Grantham to Leeds. That was an experience on the LNER. I had a bloke in front of me drinking Stella. I had a bloke next to me called Marek drinking Carlsberg. Uh, and I took with me a bottle of coolant, so I might as well have just eaten coolant and got drunk with these two boys. Anyway, that was an experience. Um, So I got to Leeds, then I had a 2-minute exchange because the train was late to get on my last train, which was to Blackpool North. Hi, Lot 76. Hello. Uh, Thanks for being with me, genuinely. We're talking about Rover 75s on my day because it's been an interesting day, shall we say. Um, anyway, so I ran down the step at Leeds station, and there was an old woman in front of me. It was like that scene from Mr. Bean where he's trying to get down the stairs to breakfast, and there's an old man and an old woman. And, it's frowned upon to pick old ladies up and move them out of the way, or throw them downstairs, so I had to just wait, and I was, like, looking at my time, and anyway, long story short, I got on my train, my last train, with seconds to spare. That's all coming in a video, by the way, the journey. Anyway, got into Preston, which was my final, um, departure, not my departure, my arrival. My departure was Leeds, my arrival was Preston. I met some lovely people on that train. 2 American ladies who, were involved in Hurricane Katrina in 2005. They were lovely people. They were from New Orleans. We had a great chat about, Disneyland because Mrs. John Keaton loves Disneyland. Anyway, then I was met by Philip, who was the, broker of the transaction and the transfer from me to the Rover 75. and it's beautiful. It really is stunning. It's in I got there and there it was looking at me. Headlights a bit cloudy, but in the low winter sun, that Wedgwood blue shining back at me. And I say shining back at me, and it's not been cleaned for 3 or 4 months. Um, so I'm looking forward to getting that. There's a couple of dings and knocks on it. It's not, Concours edition. 58,000 miles. Checked everything, checked the coolant up with some water, um, and bits and pieces, check the oil, the usual stuff. Took it for a little spin, fine, goes up to temperature, fine. Uh, Heaters, all good, blowing warm air. Anyway, I've got then a 4-hour journey back to Boston in my Rover 75. So I say goodbye to uh, Phil, and I go and fill it up at the local Shell garage. The Shell attendant, by the way, was an elderly Asian gentleman, and he was the best fuel attendant I've ever met. He shouted at me, literally, as soon as I walked through the door, "Which fuel number?" And it was great. He was in a little village, Shell, garage. He loved his job. Absolutely great. What a great guy, put a smile on my face. Anyway, I got about 50 miles into my journey. Oh dear, here it comes. I got about 50 miles into my journey, and I watched the temperature gauge go down. I'm like, "Ah, that's unusual. Why is the temperature gauge going down?" Then I lost heat. You know where this is going, right? From my heaters. Then it dropped right down, and then it went boom straight back up to critical, and then it leveled out. And I'm like, "Oh dear, this is not good news." If you've just joined me, we're talking about my Rover 75. I've made it home just I didn't pull the RAC, but can you guess where the car is gonna be tomorrow? It's gonna go to Dad's because I reckon the head gasket's gone, right? I reckon the head gasket has failed. Um, it's either been weak or it's been gone and the seller didn't know. Genuinely, I do not think that the seller had any idea. And I've got photographs of that engine bay before my journey home, and there is no water residue anywhere. There's no coolant residue leaking from the block. Um, and that engine bay has not been cleaned. It has not been cleaned because there's oil and dust and dirt and grime and all sorts of stuff. So if you're one of them people who said to me, "John, the head gasket is going to blow," and I went, "No, I'll be fine," you are right. And I was wrong. Long story short, I'm going to be fitting a new head gasket to a Rover 75 tomorrow. I say me, Dad. How is Dad feeling? I think the words "I told you so" were uttered. I think the words "now I'm going to be worrying about a Rover 75" were uttered. But the saving grace of this, right? The manifold hasn't melted. Uh, it's not that bad. There's a small leak from the block, and I'll put the pictures on Twitter. I also think the expansion cap is faulty, so that could have contributed to it. But I filled the coolant up before I left. When I pulled on Dad's drive, the expansion tank was totally empty. Oh, hi, Daisy. My cat's here. Say hello then. Come on. She's just had her dinner. So, coming to the channel, Rover 75 content. Good. Videos that are coming. Come and pick up my Rover 75 with me. Come and clean my Rover 75 with me. Uh, Come and put a new head gasket on my Rover 75 with me. Come and fix my broken Rover 75 with me. Dad's reaction at having to fix a broken Rover 75. Mrs. John Coupland's reaction. So it's content, right? Keeps you busy. And what's the plan with the car? Well, that's a very good question. Cause oh, hello, Robin, by the way. More content is good, especially at 75. You knew it was coming, right? Oh, no, not a K series head gasket. Yeah, you betcha. Dad used to do one of them every day. I think he said when he worked at Rover, he was doing K series head gaskets every day of the week. Dad's had a quick look. He said it's obviously not terminal, but you don't know until you get the head off and look at the liners. New car inspector made an appearance yet, says Steve. Yes, actually, I'm just about to put a picture on Twitter of Crystal with the car. And I've done some AI as well. That's Crystal inspecting a blown head gasket. I just knew it was coming. I just knew it was coming. You all tried to tell me, and I was like, "No, I'll be fine. Not a problem." And the head gasket's gone on the way home. I genuinely don't think it was gone before I drove it home. I think it blew like 50 miles into my journey. It was probably weak, right? And the original owner had potted about to and from Chorley or somewhere and has done 1,500 miles a year. And I decided to thrash it down the A47 or wherever, 46, on the way home. And the head gasket's gone. But content, and Dad knew it had gone before I even got out of the car because he could smell it. Anyway, uh, yes, Cy Roads, you're right. At least you made it back on your own steam. Yeah, it's not terminal, as far as I'm aware. Again, I'm not sure until I get the head off how terminal it is. If the liners have sunk, it's knackered. It's a scrapper, and I've lost some cash. Um, but I'm going to think positive. I'm going to be positive about this. Uh, but you all tried to tell me, uh, but from speaking to Dad, he has said, and there's no evidence that the head gasket has ever been replaced. A car with 58,000 miles that is 23 years old is going to need it doing. So we're going to do it. Fine, not a problem. What's a head gasket kit? 60 quid. We'll do the cam belt while we're there. That would make sense. Why wouldn't we do the cam belt? We're going to drain all the system, fresh coolant, have a look at it. Dad's going to have a look. Another video as well. Dad picking the car out. Yes, lot 76. I have got lots of content. That is the plus side. Anyway, I hope you're all well. How's everyone's day been? I'm absolutely shattered. I am going to put something in the oven. Oh, I've got to tell you, the man who picked me up from the train station to take me where I needed to go for the car said, just need to stop on the way at Greg's. The Greg's outlet. Is that a thing? The Greg's outlet? And get some sausage rolls. So fair play. Road says, if you have deep pockets as a Rover 213 in a showroom near me, F plate 37,000, 5 grand. Oh no, 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 no. That's too nice for me. I'm on banging on it. I like my £600 Rovers and my £80 head gasket and cam belt kit. Anyway, I hope you're all well. I thought I'd give you that update on the Rover 75. This is the plus points, right? And I'll go through all this with a full video tomorrow. There'll be a full video coming tomorrow of a walk around of the car. Maybe it might come Monday or Wednesday. There's a full video coming to show you all the good bits about the car. The good bits, it's immaculate. It's mint. There's a couple of dings. There's a big ding on the bonnet. It's not that big. There's a ding on the back door, and the back bumper has been knocked at some point, and it's all crazed. But apart from that, it's in really good condition. The alloy wheels, fantastic, and the interior, oh, plus goodness, nice. That's the bonus parts. The bad parts is it's mechanically broken now. That needs a new head gasket. But we're going to do that. So, and the good thing is, it needs a good clean as well. I can't wait to get my detailing brushes in all that chrome. Robin says, "Glad you got home safe." Yes, I'm glad I got home safe as well. There was a squeaky bum moment at Leeds where that temperature gauge went "Whoomp" to red, and I was like, "Ah! Ah!" That is exactly what I did as well. I wish I'd filmed it, and then it normalised. I thought, "Oh, this is fine then." Then obviously I realised the reason it's normalised is because there's no coolant on the prongs. Anyway, you all told me the head gasket's gone. It needs a new head gasket. Um, Hi, John, by the way. Hi, John Holt. Evening to you too. Uh, so there'll be stuff coming to the channel. But if you haven't already followed me on Twitter, there's loads of Twitter stuff coming. It's John Coupland, all one word. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, not so much. It's John Coupland Cars. But here is where I'm going to be putting all the content and all the updates. Have a great day, whatever you're getting up to. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening. Was it Friday? Saturday. I'll have a busy Sunday tomorrow. I'll be filming content and talking to people and putting stuff online. Um, Mrs. John Coupland is not going to be happy when she hears about this. And neither are people on the internet. They're going to shout at me. But these things are set to try us. Just woke up in Sydney as somebody put the Rover kettle on. Yes. Yes, they have. So that's somebody being me on the way home decided to break it. I think I've broken it. I don't think the seller knew, and I don't think it was gone when when I picked it up. But I've driven it now, and so it's clearly broken. Right, everybody, have a great day wherever you are. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support on the channel. Genuinely, like we've got 3,100 followers now. What? All these people like watching what I do. You're all absolute legends. I've got chicken in the oven, so I'm gonna go and grab my chicken. But yeah, if you could, all of you that are watching, and there's like can see that number up the top there, 12 of you, hit the like button, please, in one go. That would really help the channel because it makes YouTube push videos. So if you all like my live streams, then YouTube might go, ah, people like this content. Here, have a look at some more stuff. Like I bought a Proton, I bought an Audi TT, um, I bought a Rover 75 and broke it. So that would help. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Right, good stuff. Have a great night. Take care. I'm going to go eat my chicken, wallow in my own self pity. I might cook it on the engine of the Rover. Take care, all of you. Thanks to everyone. Give you a shout out. Lot 76 cars. Robin, Stephen, Cy Rhodes, John, Porsche 356A, and Robin again. Have a great night. Take care. See you again. Bye bye. Oh, I can't believe I broke that Rover. What? What a great time.